Hello, ladies and gentlemen. So today, I went to Walmart and I ended up getting me a secondary fan, because it gets hot as fuck in this room. So I got me another fan, but I will say, however, after I went and got me a fan, um, fuck. After I went and got me a fan, I ended up going around and buying some stuff, buying some action figures and stuff like that. So, anyways, I'm about to show you what I got. I guess you could call it my Walmart haul. But, yeah. So I'm not gonna lie, um, I went into the wrestling area at Walmart. They didn't have anything. They didn't have jack shit of wrestling. They didn't have jack shit of wrestling, nothing of Godzilla. I even went into their movie selection there at Walmart, and they really didn't have much movie selection of Walmart. But there was one particular movie that I was like, you know what, I found it. It is worth buying because it is a great film. It is such a great film. But, so yeah. Well, however, I was walking around, and they had this big display, this nice size big display of wrestling stuff, of some WWE, figures. And I was like, wow, this is a nice display. They had, like, tons of Seth Rollins's, just a bunch of wrestling figures. Some, woman wrestlers, or as I like to call it, divas. Just a bunch of wrestlers tossed in this, big display. Who else they had? Shinsuke Nakamura. They had tons in this big display. So the first thing I will show you out of the from the movie selection. Unfortunately, their movie selection is dog shit now. They used to have like 3 walls of like all Blu-ray and DVD movies. Now it's maybe like one shelf of Blu-ray and DVD movies, then maybe half of another shelf of mostly just like box set movies, but nothing I was interested in. And then maybe like this, they had this little display of some movies, but again, nothing else interested in. Last year when I went, they had this big thing full of movies. Last year when I went to my local Walmart, they had like 3 big displays. Now the display area is nothing but nothing but books. It's nothing but like books and shit. It's like, what the fuck? But anyways, out of the shitty movie display area, one movie that I did find is Godzilla -1. I'll add this to my Godzilla movie collection, or Godzilla collection, whatever you want to call it. It's just on DVD. It's on normal DVD. But and it was like $12 or something like that, like $10-12. Wasn't much. But yeah, Godzilla -1. Great movie, great Godzilla movie. So yeah. And now we get on to everything wrestling that I bought. So I told myself I'm only gonna buy 2 to 3 figures out of this big display. And I told myself it has to be figures that I don't already have. It can't be a Brock Lesnar. It can't be a Seth Rollins. It can't be Roman Reigns. It can't be, you know what I mean? It has to be figures that I don't have for my figure federation, or whatever you want to call it. Even if I have old figures from like 2015, it can't be, you know what I mean? It has to be freshly brand new figures that I never have had so far. So, the first figure, this is the only one that I seen on the display. This is the only one that I seen on the actual display. This one's gonna stay in the box for reasons. But, the only one that they had on display of this particular wrestler was Bret the Hitman Hart. This is the only Bret the Hitman Hart that they had there. The only one in the box and whatnot. that they had at Walmart, Bret the Hitman Hart, and this is under the WrestleMania Heritage line. You get to make Howard Finkel if you buy Seth Rollins, Hulk Hogan, of course Bret the Hitman Hart, and then Bianca Belair, and you get to make Howard Finkel. But I seen Bret the Hitman Hart, and I'm like, you know what? I don't have a legendary figure, at least of like elite or even basic, of Bret Hart. So I was like, you know what? I'm gonna buy this. I'm gonna buy this, and I'm gonna keep it in the box. Even though the box is a little damaged on the side right there, it's probably from being tossed into the car on the way back. But besides that, not in bad condition whatsoever. Yeah, this is the only one that they had, so he'll be staying in the box for collecting purposes. However, the next two figures I bought for my Fig Fed, I bought to play with, to use for, figure matches, on YouTube and stuff like that. The first figure I bought, and it was the only Ultimate figure that they had there, and it was, L.A. Knight. Yeah, there's only L.A. Knight that they had there, and this is his Ultimate figure. I guess you can, I don't know, swap out fucking how many heads. You got like 2 different heads, the sunglasses, a microphone, bunch of hands, 2 different outfits for his, you got a t-shirt and then some type of jacket, just a bunch of stuff for L.A. Knight. But yeah, so I don't know. The face scan that he has right now kind of looks a little shitty. It looks like he fucking shit himself. There's a better face scan that I like, so I might just honestly use that face scan. There's a better one that I see, so I might honestly just use that one for Fig Fed and play. But yeah, L.A. Knight. Then the next figure, and when I seen this, they had a good many few of him. They had like 4 or 5 of him stocked in on the display, and that was no other than, from the Top Picks line, no other than Gunther, and whatnot. And he would be great for Fig Fed play to go against guys like, Brock Lesnar, The Fiend, and stuff like that. So yeah, Gunther. And on the back of his packaging, you can get Rey Mysterio, of course Gunther, and then Roman Reigns for this line. But I just picked up Gunther and whatnot. I already have a Roman Reigns and Rey Mysterio, and then for LA Knight, it doesn't really show you any other figures you can get for him. Bret Hart already showed you. But so that's it. That's my Walmart haul. Leave a like, a comment, and subscribe for more.